Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Detroit Lions.
Tyler Luke to
the
kick
ball
off
on the
for
team.
Baltimore.
We're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
His throw incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Here's Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Sam Laporta from 8 yards out. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, there was something having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 31 yards. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Jahmyr Gibbs
looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 75 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they had been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for
he was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 75 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Jackson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, the Ravens send Ryan Eckley out to punt. Greg Dortch back deep. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up, and they're all trying to get to the football.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 49-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. So that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 10 yards
back
on the
to throw. Goff.
It's 2nd and inches.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Lions 28, Ravens 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
5 yards on the play. And it's
now Jackson.
Down.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. Finding Walker, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Zay Flowers.
Touchdown,
as time
Baltimore.
expires in the first half. And the Ravens get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Lamar changing the play. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score Lions 28, Ravens 25. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Goff. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need the money when you look like that, do you, honey?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Goff.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And getting this chest shot. Field spotted at the 49.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's taken in. It's Isaac to start.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
For Sam LaPorta.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. They'd have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
11. DC.
Back to throw here. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Lions take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
34, Ravens 25.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 from the 44. Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 43. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. To throw is Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football here.